What up, gamers? Demi here with a how to kill tormented demons and how to even get to tormented demons. So this is my group iron. I'm like high combat, mid, everything else. This is the setup I'm using to farm them. I'm bringing basically high prayer slash range slash sustain stuff. So like I have a regen bracelet, I have a prayer book. I'm using the range cape instead of the Avas. Avas doesn't give me a max hit, so like this is just +4 prayer for me, so it's just better. And then I'm bringing mostly prayer. You need this to get there. I'm using some melee swaps. Not a lot, only a 4-way switch. And then a blood fury to sustain and a ton of restores and a little bit of emergency food. These are the runes that are in my rune pouch. How you get there, after you do the quest, you can take the games necklace straight to the Tears of Guthix, which takes you relatively close. Also, if you're not on task, these count as a greater demon task. So if you're on task for greater demons, you can use this. They give like 1k XP a kill, which is pretty good. I'm getting like 30k Slayer XP an hour usually doing these. But if you don't have this, just wear your best strength helmet. I would usually wear like a Nezi or a face guard, whatever you have is better. You travel into the chasm to go down. And there's actually a lot of spawns people don't seem to really realize are here. Once you get through this extremely long cutscene and long run to the place you need to go. Like around the altar, I guess I'll talk about when we get there, but there's a bunch of spawns that are like off in the little offshoots where the little almonds were you got in the quest. So you don't have to do it in the main area where there's like multiple people running through every 4 seconds and stealing your kills. These things are kind of buggy with their aggro. Like if somebody is aggro and walks by you, and the demon attacks them, they just steal it from you. Like they have 30+ seconds to attack it, and you can't attack it that entire time. Even if they're just standing there AFK, it's still like theirs for some reason. Okay, so you gotta go through this thing. It's a lot of running to get back to where you are. I was pre-putting stands for a while, but then I was like, yeah, it's probably fine. As you can see, very crowded already. We're not even all the way in yet. I can get rid of these now. These were like my quest markers for which altar was which, but that's random for each person, so don't worry about those. So there's a spawn there, there's a spawn there, there's 2 spawns in the middle here. There's like 1 spawn here, and then there's like 10 back there, but you can get attacked by a bunch back there. So where I've been going is here, because there's 2 spawns in this room. In this, what is this, southwest corner? Yeah, there's 2 spawns here. Let me make sure I don't die while I'm trying to talk about this. But since there's 2 spawns, while you're still aggro, you can get attacked by both for some reason. Like it's just bugged. So I'm gonna go over here to extend my area where they're aggressive. So then 10 minutes they stop being aggressive. So basically you attack with whatever they're not on. When they switch, you switch. If you're ranging, stand 1 tile away so you know what they're gonna switch to. I think it's like every 9 attacks they switch after they do their little special attack thing. So here in a sec, it should use its little special. That, it binds you, and then it will drop bombs on you. So because it didn't walk into melee range, it's gonna switch to whatever I wasn't on. It was either major range, right? And it didn't switch to walking up, so it wasn't gonna go melee. You can kind of like read them that way. That was probably not a good explanation. I'll try to explain better the next time it switches. Not used to kill these while talking yet. But I'm running Rapid Heal Preserve with a regen bracelet, so I get 2 HP every 30 seconds from that. And this extends my boost since I don't have divines. Okay, so it just switched to prayer range, switched to melee. There's the snare. So it didn't walk up again, which means it's gonna switch to mage. You can do these basically without taking any damage. My boost just ticked down, so now's a good time to go. It changes its protection prayer every 25% health, so it should change once it hits to 25 here. Right there. Switch back to range. Stand 1 tile away. And you just kind of, you kill them. You only have to switch 4 times per kill, so it's like way easier than demonics for some reason. They take a lot longer to kill, but it's like pretty AFK. So that time he walked up, you saw that? So I could switch to pray melee, and he won't hit me at all. The only time you don't know what he's gonna hit with is when he switches off of attacking melee to mage or range. It's a 50-50. So you just kind of pray with whatever is you're weakest to. So he didn't walk up, which means he's going to be mage or range. So I'm going to pray mage, because that's what I'm weaker to, and I got it right. And I'm going to stand over here, so this guy, even though it's single combat, he might still bug out and aggro on me, and I'll get 2 of them on me at once. When that happens, just leave the area and wait for them to calm down. Like, just walk all the way back there, basically. It's a bug. I think they're going to fix that. It should be singles combat here. There's no way they should both be able to attack you, but... Okay, should swap its protection here soon. There it is. Switch to melee, or switch to melee, spec him out. I try to spec once a kill. I don't have light bear, but just arc light spec to reduce its defenses a little bit. Oops, why did I change that? Wrong prayer to switch. Oh no, I took damage because I'm talking. It's fine. I have a Blood Fury here and food. This is like emergency food if they both aggro on me, or like I get unlucky with the 50-50 flips constantly, but usually I'm fine. I'm getting like 20-30 kill trips, which is basically an hour-long stand here and fight them. And the drops are absolutely abysmal. So that's super fun. It's like a 1 in 500 for the synapse. Okay, you walked forward, so I pray melee. 1 in 500 for the synapse, which lets you make the bow, the staff, or the sword. Or 1 in 600 for half of the claws. So you need 2 1 in 600s to make the claws, which is quite silly to me. But as an iron, that means I'll be here for 16 to 20 hours on task, getting 30 kills an hour to get maybe 1 drop. And hopefully, if I don't get the claw, if I get the 1 in 500, I can make a weapon and I'll make the bow. The bow speeds up my range DPS quite a lot. It's like 30% more DPS than my current setup, which is pretty huge. Okay, he didn't walk forward, so it's going to be major range. Let's pray it's... Nope, it's range. If he does his little left-hand swing forward, it's going to be range. But you can't pray. It's like, you have to pray before he does the animation, so it doesn't really matter. You're going to get hit 50-50 there. Overall, though, pretty chill grind. I wish these drops weren't dog shit, and it actually drops something, you know, of value. Would be cool. Like, it drops a little tiny bit of supplies, but everything else is useless. Like, the alch value is terrible. It drops a little bit of prayer, a little bit of food. Sometimes it drops, like, things you can eat on the ground. Okay, it didn't walk forward, so it's going to switch to mage. But yeah, overall, it's pretty fucking AFK. I just wish the drops were better. And the drop rates for the uniques were, like, 1 in 128, like Dagonoth Kings are, or, like, maybe 1 in 250. That's still an 8-hour grind at 1 in 250. Like, it's bad. And I'm only going to kill these on task. But this task was, what? I think it was like a 230 kill task. I have them extended. 230 kills is a, what, 8-hour task here? Like, that's fucking abysmal. What are you going to do? Nope. Didn't walk forward, so it's going to be range. Switch my damage prayer, and I'm good. You can reorder your prayers now if you're questioning how mine look like this. You can enable prayer reordering and drag them around. I have my Eagle Eye and Mystic Might set to where Rigor and Augury are, because I'm used to that from my main. So when I get them, I'll switch it back out to what it's supposed to be. But as of right now, it's my shitty prayers. But yeah, with Regen Bracelet, with Rapid Heal, I basically will sustain for like a whole ass hour here with 12 restores or whatever. Ooh, food. I don't have room for this, so I'm just gonna eat a Cam Bam Wham, I guess. And I try to start fights. He walked forward, so he's gonna melee. I try to start fights with the spec, because it reduces their defense a little bit, and their attack stats, but you're praying the entire time, so that doesn't really matter. But yeah, hoping I get Spoon soon, because I don't want to be here for 27,000 hours. It's like an average of 60 hours to get all 5 drops. Like, it's terrible, but I'll do what I can to get Spoon. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video, and that'll be me out.